Parkland, Florida is coming together after a devastating shooting at a high school.
Last night, thousands gathered at a Candlelit Vigil to remember the lives lost. A massive crowd full of people hugging and grieving, crying. Strong show of support at a terribly tough time.
All the people here are here because we love each other, and every child is our child. Every loss is our loss.
They're remembering the 17 staff members and students of Douglas High School who were shot and killed on Wednesday afternoon. More than a dozen other people were injured, and police say the shooter is this man, Nicholas Cruz. The 19-year-old was expelled from the high school last year for disciplinary reasons, but we don't know exactly what those reasons are.
Cruz escaped after the shooting by dropping his weapon. He blended in with other students by just running out of the school. Investigators used surveillance video to identify him and then later to arrest him. He stood before a judge yesterday afternoon wearing an orange jumpsuit with his head down.
Are you Nicholas Jacob Cruz?
Yes, ma'am.
Judge ordered him held without bail for 17 counts of premeditated murder. Cruz's attorney says he's a deeply troubled young man who fell through the cracks. She said he is fully aware of what is going on. Now, the shooting at Douglas High School is the deadliest school shooting in the United States in 5 years.
And it got us thinking about safety in our schools here in Minnesota. Mary McGuire is live in the newsroom with that part of the story. Good morning, Mary.
Good morning, Allie. Well, each time something like this happens, schools here in Minnesota re-examine their protocols, looking forward and learning from these tragedies. The State Safety Center here says they made a recent change from focusing on lockdown specifically to looking at figuring out escape routes after students are locked down. State law mandates schools here practice these safety drills 5 times every year, but there isn't an agency that holds them officially accountable, so it is up to each individual school to track that. As these mass school shooting tragedies happen across the country, officials here are watching.
That's why we're always looking forward, and we're always learning from incidents that happen throughout the country and actually throughout the world, and being able to grab the best strategies and the best practices that we do learn from these situations and make a direct application into our own context and into our own environment.
Now, Minnesota hasn't had a deadly school shooting since 2005 when 7 students were killed in Red Lake. In 2003, 2 students were killed at Rocori High School. Now, as far as weapons in schools go, Minnesota numbers stayed almost stationary from over the past 5 years. In the 2012-2013 school year, students were disciplined for weapons about 1,320 times. In 2016 to 2017, they were disciplined about 1,350 times, Allie.
And Mary, we are learning more about what the shooting suspect did after carrying out that deadly attack. What did you know?
Well, authorities say that Cruz tried to mix in with students who were trying to run away, fearing for their lives. After getting away from the school, though, he went to a Walmart store and bought a drink at Subway. The Broward County Sheriff's Office reports that Cruz confessed to being the shooter shortly after he was arrested.
All right, Mary, thank you for that update. Stay with WCCO and CBS News for continuing coverage.